ドスタンド
We're gonna start with the basic stand, holding the shinai on your left hand, relaxing your shoulders, and having the shinai at about 45 degrees with the horizontal ground. When you stand, make sure you put your power on the back, not in your shoulders, and then open your chest. The feeling is somebody is pulling the hair on top of your head, so you can stand still, straight. Your eyes should be looking far. They call Enzan-no-Mitsuke, meaning you're looking the far mountain. That makes you look bigger also.
Rei.
Now I'm gonna explain about the rei. This is the bow to the opponent. When you bow to the opponent, make sure you bend from your hip. A bad example is to keep your head facing the opponent or facing down. Always keep your back straight and do the rei. Make sure you don't move your shinai up and down like this example. The shinai should stay in the same position.
Seiza.
Next, I'm gonna explain about Seiza. Seiza means to sit straight. You always sit down from your left leg and then place your shinai so that the tsuba will be about at the same level as your knee. The tsuru, the side that doesn't cut in the shinai, should be facing down. When you sit down, make sure your back is straight and put your power in your lower stomach.
Zarei.
Now I'm gonna explain about zare. Zare means do the rei in the sitting position. You slide both of your hands down in front of you and make a triangle with your fingers. And then the feeling is to place your nose in between. Don't lift your back. Bend from your hip. When you stand up, make sure you pick up your shinai first, hold it at your hip, and then stand up from your right foot.
Ayumi Ashi.
Next, I'm gonna explain about the Ayumi Ashi. Ayumi Ashi is just the actual walking, but there's something a little different than the normal street walking. You have to walk in a way so that you're feeling the floor. So don't lift your leg too much. Your feet should be constantly in touch with the floor. When you also do this, make sure you don't move your upper body. Your body has to move as a rock, in one piece.
Okuri Ashi.
The Okuri Ashi, same as the Ayumi Ashi, has to be always in touch with the floor. The difference between Ayumi Ashi and Okuri Ashi is that your left foot never passes the right foot heel. You have to always keep your left foot behind your right foot. When you go forward, push with your left foot And when you go backwards, push with your right foot.
Fumikomi.
You use Fumikomi in actual combat when you try to strike the opponent at a far distance. The way you do this is by pushing with the left foot and stepping with the right foot. At this time, you lift your foot a little bit and then hit the floor with the full surface of the foot.
Zenshin Koutai Okuri Ashi.
Zenshin Kotai Okuri Ashi means one step forward, one step back. This is exactly the same way. One step with the left foot, and your left foot should never pass your right heel.
Sayu-Okuri Ashi.
Next, Sayu Okuri Ashi. One step to your right, one step to your left. Again, you have to always keep feeling the floor, touching the floor. Make sure your right foot and left foot, they don't cross each other.
Seigan-no-Kamae.
Seigan-no-Kamae is one of the most important kamae in Kendo. First of all, before doing the Seigan-no-Kamae, straight your back, open your chest, and then draw your sword, your Shinai. At this time, you have to be relaxing your shoulders again, holding the Shinai as you're holding an egg. Usually the Shinai is heavier on the tip, so it's like holding the Shinai with the left hand so the tip won't fall, and then holding with the right hand gently. Do not put extra power on your hands. Make sure your wrists are in, not open. Always keep your wrist inside. The tip of the Shinai should be about the height of your throat. Not too low, not too high. Just about your throat.
Yasume.
Yasume means rest. You usually go into this position when your sensei are talking or trying to explain, or you're waiting for someone. It's very simple. Just bring the tip of the Shinai to about the height of your right knee and relax. Don't put your extra power.
Sonkyo.
To do the Sonkyo, make sure your back is straight, open your chest, and the tip of the Shinai should be about the height of your throat. Your foot movements should be bring your left foot close to your right heel and slowly go down to go into Sonkyo position.
Furikaburi.
Furikaburi means to bring your shinai up. This is one of the most basic motion in Kendo. It's very important to do a correct Furikaburi so you can do a correct strike. Make sure you don't put any power on your hands, arms. Keep your back straight, open your chest, and simply rotate your shoulder joint. That way you're not gonna be tying any muscles, and you can do it very simple. Make sure you bring your left hand above your head. Some people tend to bend their right elbow, and that makes extra power on your right hand, and then the movement becomes awkward. Another bad example is the people who push the shinai up with their left hand. When you do that, there's a gap on your left hand, and that causes the hit to be sort of like just like that example. You tend to just swing the shinai and not do the actual cut. Again, make sure you rotate your shoulders. The left hand should be about 1 fist away from your forehead. And when you go up, not with your left hand or pulling up, but just by rotating your shoulders.
San-Kyodo Men-Uchi.
Next, we're gonna do the San-Kyodo Men-Uchi. San-Kyodo Men-Uchi means 3 motions to hit the man. First, you go up, just like we did before, and as you bring the shinai down, take your right foot forward. Make sure when you hit the man, your right arms and left arm, they're both straight, and you strike in the area of the man, about your man height.
San-Kyodo Kote-Uchi.
San-Kyodo Kote-Uchi is just like the Men-Uchi. Bring your shinai up, but instead of hitting the man target, you're gonna be hitting the kote target. Same way, straight your right hand and left hand and hit the kote target. The shinai should be almost parallel to the ground.
San-Kyodo Do-Uchi.
San-Kyodo Do-Uchi is the same as the San-Kyodo Men-Uchi or Kote-Uchi. You're gonna be hitting the Do target. You're hitting the opponent's right Do. Important thing about this San-Kyodo Uchi is like when you go back, make sure you always go back to the Seigan position.
San-Kyodo Tsuki-Uchi.
Next, we're gonna do the San-Kyodo Tsuki-Uchi. 3 motion to hit the Tsuki. When you do the Tsuki, as you go forward with your right foot, you do the Tsuki. You're striking the Tsuki area of the opponent. Again, on the 3rd count, you go back to the original position.
全身交代面打ち
Next, we're gonna do the Zenshin Koutai-Men-Uchi. Zenshin Koutai means one step forward, one step back. You strike the man going forward and strike another one going backwards. Make sure your back is straight over your chest and your arms are straight on your head. Make a big motion. This kind of exercise, it's much more important to do a few good ones than doing many fast in the wrong way. Make sure you always do the proper way.
Zenshin Koutai Sayu-Men-Uchi.
Next, we're gonna do the Zenshin Koutai Sayu-Men-Uchi. You're striking the opponent's left and right man, but the feet motion, body motion are all exactly the same as the Zenshin Koutai Men-Uchi. Hit with your left hand, but change the direction of the Shinai with your right wrist. Make sure you relax your shoulders and do a big motion.
Jougue-Buri.
Next, we're gonna do Jougue-Buri. This exercise has to be done relaxing shoulders, bring your Shinai up and down. Important thing is not to bend your back. Keep your back straight, and also when you go up, don't open your left fist. Make sure your left fist goes close to your head, about one fist away from your forehead. Do it slowly, but the proper way. Don't hit the Shinai on the floor.
Sayu-Men-Uchi.
Next, we're gonna do the Sayu-Men-Uchi. Take your movement right and left, and then hit the opponent's left man and right man. Go up straight, just like hitting the man. Take one step to the right, hit the man, one step to the left, and hit the man. One point here is that you have to always be hitting the target at the same spot. So try to mark one spot on the floor and always face that spot, no matter if you go right or left. Another thing is, when you go to the right, your right foot should be forward. When you go left, your left foot should be forward.
Kote-Men.
Now that we did the basic individual motions, now we're gonna do some combination. First, we're gonna start with the Kote-Men. We're gonna hit the Kote target and the Men target. Take 2 big steps, one each for each hit, and then take 2 big steps to go back to the original position. You're hitting the Kote and the men.
Kote-Do.
Next, we're gonna be doing Kote-Do. Same as in the Kote-Men, you're gonna take 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. But instead of the man, you're hitting the Do position.
Kote-Men-Do.
Next, we're gonna do a triple combination of Kote, Men, and Do. This time you're gonna take 3 steps forward, 3 steps back. All big steps. Make sure you distinguish the Kote strike, the Man strike, and the Do strikes. Again, try to do this exercise very slowly.
Hayasuburi.
Next, we're gonna do Hayasuburi. As you go forward, you go up and hit. As you go back, you go up. Forward, hit. Back up. Forward, hit. Back up. And try to do this exercise a little faster, so it becomes like this. Make sure your left foot doesn't cross the right foot heel. Always stays back.